Hello, everyone. Well, today in Baja Window to the South, we're going to talk about this foundation that pretty much Americans are familiar with, who's Boys and Girls Club. Okay, so we have a special guest who's Rudulfo Figueroa, who is going to be telling us about this foundation and many other things that I'll bet you will be very interested in. Welcome. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much for being here with us in Baja Window to the South.
Thank you for
Rudulfo.
having me, Denise. I really appreciate the invitation, and hopefully we can talk to your audience about what we do and who we do it with and how we're trying to impact our community a little better.
Please, we can't wait. In your own words, and of course, you being the expert, please tell us what is this foundation?
Well, the Boys and Girls Club of Tijuana is basically we reproduce the model that the Boys and Girls Club has in the United States. Although we're not strictly affiliated from an administrative perspective, the spirit of our creation and the origins of our club are very close to the club. We collaborated in the beginning. Enrique Gamboa, who was our founder, or our current president emeritus and founder of the organization in all of Mexico, was looking for a model that would be able to impact Mexican youth in a better way. He traveled to several places, and he found the model of the Boys and Girls Club as something that would be able to help Tijuana youth both in trying to prevent them from engaging in antisocial behavior in their future, and to find a place where they would be able to go and have support for academics, art, sports, etc. Finding a safe place for these children to be was paramount in our efforts.
Most definitely, and that in our community, and nowadays, actually, we are in so much need of these programs. So how does it work? How we can help?
Well, one of our biggest challenges is the size of the effort. I mean, we have an extraordinary facility that was built again with the efforts of Enrique Gamboa and others who helped us very, very, very much. I mean, many of the names that are known in Tijuana, the Luther Ott family and others that helped us with making this a much better, a great facility. It's even better than some in the United States. However, the capacity of the facility is limited. I mean, right now we're about half capacity. We have approximately 523 kids in one shift. We could probably go for the second shift, that is the morning shift, and increase our capacity and impact a greater number of children. However, because of our location, we're only helping or trying to have our impact is limited to the geography, right?
Area.
So we're looking for the people in our community, people in the United States who understand these efforts a little better. Sometimes, we who work in philanthropic work in Mexico get a little frustrated because we're aware that this culture of philanthropy is much more ingrained in the United States than it is in Mexico. This is a learning process for us, and how do our efforts, how the private efforts actually impact our community, and how we can make them be worthwhile for everybody, not only for the people who are receiving the support, but also for those who give it. We have to understand that every child that we help is a child that will have a positive impact in our future.
Yes, most definitely, and that's the family included. So there's a lot of people that get a benefit of it, and I think we have to create that conscious. We were talking about it before, as a community, and in learning how we can help, and make it part of us, right? If not, you're not getting any help at the moment from the government, or.
Well, in practical, if you want to have a practical example of what it is that we do, imagine a couple that works in the maquiladora industry.
Yeah.
And they both leave very early from their homes. Hopefully the kids are able to make it to school. But then they have to come back, and they come back, let's say, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and there are no parents in the house. Mm-hmm. So you have maybe a 13-year-old taking care of a 6-year-old. That happens for 5 or 8 hours a day while their parents come back. Maybe there's a neighbor that helps them out. Maybe there's a grandparent that is around that helps these kids out. But many times these efforts are not very structured. Mm-hmm. So this is what we're trying to give the community, as a place where they can have They can have
Sports,
dance
arts,
classes.
dance, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have. They learn how to play volleyball. They learn karate. They learn how to paint. They learn manual arts.
Yeah.
So
And
they have tutors to help them with their homework. However, again, as you ask, how can you help? Well, money. Money is important. We get it costs us about 20,000 pesos, which is about $1,200 a year, current exchange rates, right?
yes.
About $1,200 a year to support each child. We get money from other places, larger foundations that help us with the upkeep. However, individual donors are welcome. You can sponsor a child in the future.
Yes, yes, and give them the opportunity instead of doing other things, like we said. And sharing is the key. They are giving us the opportunity to share, okay, as a community. So donate. That'll be great. Thank you so much, Rudolfo.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
I
much for being
appreciate
with
it.
us here in Baja Window to the South. And thank you for joining us.